All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Real Hebrew Israelites come in week in and week out. We prophesy the downfall of America. Before we do that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakin that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, man. Well, just getting into the topic, man. Article, it just, came out that the United States just gave, came out and affirmed that it gives sovereignty unto the WHO, man. Okay, and we know, the intentions of the WHO. And the WHO biggest contributor is one of its biggest contributors is the WEF, which the founder of it is Cotton Swab. If you know who I'm talking about. And they have very diabolical plans and very evil plans, for what you would call the United States of America. Move.
You keep talking, but I'm gonna put it on.
All right. So this place. What's about to happen is that during the summertime, what this devil, you want me to, I can carry it, bro. What this devil did, they put a decree that the 20 to accelerate what they would call the 2030 agenda, to accelerate that. And so this is one of the plays being put to play here. Okay. Because now you got things set up to the masses of the people, you can't buck against the system, because these laws and these decrees have been put in play, to put a grip on America, chiefly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because that's what this is all about. This is about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because what he wants to do is that he wants to wipe us out, man, from being a nation. He wants to try to claim the birthright, man. So through his policies and his decrees, man, he will deceive many. Okay, so we're gonna start with Psalms 37, brother.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
And 2/3 of our people are considered to be the evildoers. They're the evildoers because they don't want to turn back to the Heavenly Father. And this is why the Lord, is going to use Esau, Edom to do, his bidding on the left-hand side. Go ahead, brother.
For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
All right, so the meek shall inherit the earth, man, which is known as the elect. All right, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And what you can interchange this truth as the abundance of peace, man. So we delight ourselves in this truth, man, because we see what's coming. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, the wicked plotted against the just, and gnashed his teeth upon him with his teeth.
All right, the wicked is plotting against the just, man. All right, because this is his agenda. All right, it's to take down, the nation of Israel. It's always been his agenda since the beginning. This devil is he's a natural born enemy, but yet, you got Jake, taking heed and taking hold to what, his advice and his decrees and what he says. All right. But he plotted against you. All these moves that they making, in the sense for the greater good of humanity, because these meetings that they go in, it's the WEF. It consists of I think it's 192 states, I believe, countries, I believe, that they all come together. The hierarchy, though, they all come together and make these decisions, for what they would call for health, man. All right.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 15. But in my adversity they rejoiced, and gathered themselves together. Yea, the abjects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not.
All right, and they all come together. They all come together under one cause. What we gonna do about these Israelites, especially now, because all you see is article after article hollering about the war and the combat on what they would call mis and disinformation. All right, what do they consider is mis and disinformation? This truth. All right, because what we speak is totally contrary to the mind and the things that this devil wants to put in the planet Earth. We're here to condemn that, man. To tell you Israelites, hey, this is the devil, and the things that he's put in the planet Earth is all Satanism, Satan worship. Go ahead, bro.
It says, they gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me and ceased not. With hypocritical mockers in feasts, they gnashed their teeth upon me. Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destructions, my darling from the lions.
That's right, man. Because we're gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yashar to deliver us from this madman. Okay, this madman that his agenda is to to just like how it was in matter of fact, you told the brother precept, brother.
He got one.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, this is Psalms 8, Psalms 83:1. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, behold, not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemy make a tumult against a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have counseled thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So basically all the things that the brother was just going into, how they have secret councils, all right, in the UN, all right, even within your local cities, wherever you may live, they have these secret councils, all right. You barely see Jake in there, all right, and if Jake is in there, they sold out, they sold out to the system, so they're in agreements with them, all right, to destroy their own people, and eventually they're gonna get destroyed along with Esau. But within these offices, man, they constantly figure out ways to try to oppress Jake, try to destroy Jake, try to do away with our people as a whole. What you got for that?
That's right.
I got it. Go ahead. This Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what the brothers going into, WHO, WEF, these elites, they have an enterprise, they have an agenda that they plan on fulfilling, man. All right? Whether it be 2030, 2025, Lord willing, we don't get that far, man, because we know we measure the time diligently according to prophecy. We don't go based upon CNN, ABC. All right, that's fake news. All right, Trump likes to say that's fake news, man. All right, we go according to these prophecies, and these prophecies say that, all right, destruction layeth at the door, man. We almost out of here, man. Okay, so ultimately the elites, they're not doing what they want to do. They're doing what Yahweh Shemiah Shah wants them to do, man. And we're getting closer and closer, man. The Spirit didn't go on Apostle Tahar to coin this year, 2023, the hopeful year that all the prophecies come to pass, man. So we're not on Schlaub's time, man. All right, we're not on Bill Gates' time. All right, we're not on Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. We're not on those so-called elites of the society's time, man. And they're low-level elites compared to the international banking families, man. All right, we're the elites on the right-hand side. So you got good versus evil. You got life versus death, man. And it's a tug of war going on right now, man. All right, it's a war in place, a spiritual war for you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, for your souls, man. You got this devil's trying to implement a strategy to put technology inside you, to make you totally his, man, to put his seed inside you. But you got Yahweh Shemiah Shah. He got the men of the Lord on the highways and byways calling out and crying, man, for you to seek this knowledge, man, so you could be returned onto that whole state again, man. You got it, bro. That's it.
And we know 2/3 not gonna turn back. So this is just so the Lord will be justified in destroying you. Okay? Because you cast the law behind you. All right, you said that none of the Lord's counsel. This is what the Lord have us out here to do, man. Okay, and like the brother said, he said we're not on Jeff Bezos' time. We're not on Cotton Swab's time. right? Because what? We're on the Lord's time, and that goes into the Lord controlling the heart of the king, man. He turned it with him, so he will. So this thing is gonna go down exactly when it's supposed to go down. All right. But the point is that the wicked is plotting against the just, and you two-thirds of you said what's
Oh, God.
all right, and two-thirds of our nation is not seeing it, man. They are not seeing it. With articles like this coming out, you know, but Jake don't want to. Jake don't read. You know, Jake don't read. Jake, like when they see stuff like this, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I ain't in those meetings. You know, I don't know who these people is. But sit your ass down and read. Go ahead.
All right, this is Psalm 64 and 6. It says, they search out iniquities, and they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So basically, you know, as we're going to get into this article, you know, basically it ties into the scripture, man, because ultimately they want to control everybody. You know, they want to control everybody by problem, reaction, solution. Cause a problem, the reaction is we must do this, and the solution is that they'll have their new, you know, their NWO, man. You know, order out of chaos. That's right.
You gonna go back to that song? You was done, brother? Go back to that
Back in Psalms 37 and 12 again, it says, the wicked plotted against the just and gnashing upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
Right, man. Seeing the wicked gnashing upon him with his teeth, man. All right, and in the mouth of an animal, his power is in his teeth, man. So that's what this devil is gnashing upon the children of Israel with, man. Chiefly the elect with his power, because what he has the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, so he has the means to do such things. Okay, keep reading, brother.
Verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
All right, man. See, and he wants to slay those that be of upright conversation, because those of upright conversation is what you see right here. This is upright conversation, because upright conversation is letting you know when you see a crooked devil, man. What he's doing, we are exposing this devil. So he wants to slay us. He wants to get us off the internet, man. That's why they about to push forth of banning TikTok, man. You know, because you know it's too much truth coming out. Okay, this devil, this is his agenda. All right. So you got that article, brother. You can read the title and let them know the source.
God. This is from Natural News, and the headline title is Biden regimen, all right, surrounds U.S. sovereignty to WHO, no more medical freedom, especially during health emergency.
Yeah, I know it got Con. So it says it gives the WHO sovereignty, especially during a health emergency. All right. So when they did their test and trial run, and what they was 2020, they test and trial run, they got all the data, man. Like, and so right now, and Jake forgetting that Bill Gates said there will be another, you know. Yeah, I don't want to say the word, you know what I'm saying? He said this out his mouth, man. Okay, and Jake is forgetting this. So now you got these guys, the WHO who has sovereignty, and you got the WEF. We know their intentions because you got that guy Harari Noah. How you say it? Harari Noah Yuval. You know, he said him out of his own mouth. You know, the God of the Bible doesn't exist. Like we don't need him anymore. You know, we have technology. It's time to get under the skin. You see,
yep.
This is the mind of a madman. So when you have these people, that's their you know mission, right? And they're contributors to the WHO, right? This is what's gonna come through. You know what you would call a health crisis. You know?
I got that word.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me bring this out real quick. This is Isaiah 10:1, like the brother was going into. All right, they already practice these wicked deceits behind closed doors, but they also tell you in the public eye. They put it plain before you what they want to do. They want to make this a godless country. All right, they want to place the law, statutes, and commandments, or the so-called constitution, right, of the society, with that sovereign power, like it's going to get into. But this is the grievousness that this devil is putting into the laws, man. All right, so he's not just going to say this; it's going to be implemented into the law, and it's going to be legalized. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and that's us, man. We're the needy, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, the elect out of the nation of Israel. It says that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So here you have this devil. He's not only going to these different meetings. All right, where was it in Sweden? All right,
I believe so. And you had one in Davos.
Yeah,
is that Sweden?
Yeah, yes.
So
he not only goes to these meetings, but he implements these things into the law, man. All right, and it's that word sovereign, because that's what they're replacing themselves with. That's what they want to replace the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shah with, man. This sovereign power. It says sovereign. This is from Black's Law Dictionary. It says sovereign, a person, body, or state vested with independent and supreme authority. The ruler of an independent state. And this is what the members of HWO and WEF, they're going to be sovereign people. Mm-hmm. It says the political body consisting of the collective number of citizens and qualified electors who possess the powers of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representatives. So you have the elites. They have their own elect on the left-hand side, man, that they have chosen to do these certain duties and specific tasks, man. All right, that they delegate power to. Okay, so you have Sleepy Joe, who's just another piece on the board. All right, he signed off on this to hand over sovereign power to the WHO, and it has some more. It says sovereign power the power to make and enforce laws, a unique right possessed by a state or its agencies that enables it to carry out its official functions for the public benefit, as distinguished from certain proprietary rights that it may possess like any other private person. All right, and this is the last one. It says sovereignty, supreme dominion, authority or rule, the supreme political authority of an independent state, the state itself. That's it, bro.
Right, man. And then if you can, I don't know if brother seen Cotton Swab. He was at one of these meetings. He was telling the dude, he was like, in this future, I'll see all you with, C hips in your brain, He was telling him this, and so he's basically, like the brother was saying, he's prophesying and letting him know this is what's coming, man. Yeah. How would he know that? Because the wicked plotted against the just, right? And this article, it just shows you how close that we are, man. All right? Because like the brother brought out the precept with Psalms 82, I believe, or 83. He said they want to cut us off from being a nation. That happened before with Antiochus. Matter of fact, we can grab it. Second Maccabees, the 9th chapter.
I got it.
You can start from 1. I believe it's at the top. I want to say verse 3, but it's gonna fall in.
This is Second Maccabees 9:1. About that time came Antiochus with dishonor out of the country of Persia, for he had entered the city called Persepolis, and went about to rob the temple and to hold the city, whereupon the multitude running to defend themselves with their weapons put them to flight. And so it happened that Antiochus, being put to flight of the inhabitants, returned with shame. Now when he came to Ecbatana, news was brought him what had happened unto Nicanor and Timotheus.
Right. So what happened with him with Nicanor, it was that Nicanor, he spoke proud words, swelling words against the Jews, and he stretched out his hand, signifying that the Jews were going to be taken down. I think towards the temple, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, at the end of it all, he got his head and his hand cut off. You see? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4, then swelling with anger, he ought to avenge upon the Jews the disgrace done unto him by those that made him flee. Therefore commanded he his chariotmen to drive without ceasing and to dispatch the journey. The judgment of the Most High now following him, for he had spoken proudly in his sword that he would come to Jerusalem and make it a common burying place of the Jews.
You see? So in his mind, he wanted to kill all the Jews. That's what he wanted to do, and that's exactly what this devil is setting up to do, man.
Yeah.
To slay him of upright conversation, because that's what his whole message is. That's what his whole mission is to chiefly to get to those that speak of upright conversation. And this article is just going into how this devil is gonna do it, man. This is how he's gonna do it. You know? He's gonna come with the what it says in Revelations, the 18th chapter, 18 and 23. You know, he says by his sorceries. Okay, so he deceived, and he's using his technology, his sorceries, man. Because you know when you check it out, he's a master, witch, man. You know, go ahead, brother.
This 1 Kings 18 and 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long halt ye between two opinions?
Mm-hmm.
If the Lord be the Most High, follow him.
Mm-hmm.
But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord. But Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under it. And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under it. And here's the point. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the power that answered by fire, let him be the Most High. And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under it. And that's just an example of today. All right? You got prophets of Baal, man. Prophets of America, left-handed witches, wizards, warlocks, man. There's an article that goes into it, and this was years ago, man. They had over 500,000 practicing witches in the state of California, man. All right? So this place is built and deeply rooted in the blood of the Israelites, child sacrifices, the drinking of adrenochrome, all right? And all these left-handed elites, these top banking families, some of the names the brother mentioned, they're just prophets of Baal, man. They got many guys that they worship and sacrifice to, man. Many names that they call upon, man. But like it tells you in Daniel the 5th chapter, many tekel are parson, man. Your kingdom is numbered and finished and given unto the Israelites, man. So we know we call upon the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. Our true power, not all these guys that they have on the planet Earth, because they're going to be burnt up in this Third World War, man. Along with their crafty policies, their techniques, there's not going to be any WHO in the kingdom of heaven. There's not going to be any economic forum in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's just a crafty scheme that's going on the planet Earth that the Lord is going to come and destroy and take out. That's it, brother.
Yep. And see, when you check out America, the spirit of America is gravitating towards, Satanism, like, dark and wicked things, and things that is it's interesting to 2/3 of our people, man. But that's the spirit that's in America, okay? Which is gonna make it easier for them to gravitate towards this devil, man.
Thank good.
It's on the New Orleans, man.
No, it's on.
Right. So that's what's going on now. All right, this is what we seeing. We seeing that the Lord, because the scripture says, "I seen Satan fall as lightning." So what this devil is gonna come? He's gonna fast forward his agenda, man, his plans. All right, he's gonna come out more and more. Things are gonna, you're gonna see things more and more to those that are watching.
Got you.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Revelation 12:12. It says,
Right.
"Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
And this devil knows he has a short time because there's too much information coming out. Even Hokam Malone, he says that the Christian church is not ready because too many Israelites have been waking up, man. Okay, that's a problem for this devil, because what the Lord worked the work in our days that we wouldn't believe even if it was told us, because what we standing on our feet now. Okay, so he know he had but a short time, right? So now he's gonna come down with great wrath, man. Okay, and we jump down to verse 17, brother.
Verse 17. It says, verse 17, "And the dragon was wrought with the woman, and went to make war." Can I start at 16? It says, "And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth."
Right, and in this day and age, this devil will roll in like a flood, man. He will come in like a flood, pursuant to the book of Isaiah, the 59th chapter. You see?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
If I could just say, and also that earth is going into that history, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like they say, history repeats itself. So we know how Esau came back into this carnation of this ruler right now, man. From Greek to Rome, all right, to now, because ultimately he had that. We went into the other day, in the first Maccabees, man, that one world order. He wanted the people to come together as one, all right, but the Lord stopped that. Rome, they want the same thing, but now they're at the height of that plan, man. All right, these are times we've never been in before, man, to where you got a society about to collapse. All right, you got this CHIP about to be fully implemented, man. All right, so ultimately, when we need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua the most, he's gonna come through for us, man. All right, so it says, verse 17, "And the dragon was wrought with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed."
That's right, went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That what, brother?
"And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach."
So the spirit of a Mashiach is that the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And we're prophesying about the destruction and the fall of this queen. Okay? So that's who he's coming to make war with. What you see in this article is him making war. This is him waging war on the Israelites.
That's right.
You know? But he's being very subtle about it. All right? That's what it described him in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. He was more subtle than any beast of the field. Right? That's what he's doing. If you read this article, right? Because he's gonna make war with the children of Israel, the remnant that keep the commandment of the Most High. Psalm 64 and 2. But you can read some of that article, brother.
All right. It says
64.
it says his commitment to what is described as legally binding, according to the grants, the WHO total control over the United States every time there is a pandemic.
So listen, you have legal binding. It's a legal binding that every time that there's a scamdemic, that the WHO is going to reign supreme and make all the calls, all the shots, man. All right, it ain't gonna be no. You know how it was when they did the first scamdemic. They you got all these different lawyers that sent these petitions, and they came together and wrote these suits, to where you can't make us do this, you can't do this. See, this is what the Roe versus Wade was about. That you have no choice. It's not your body, your choice anymore, man.
Mm-hmm. It's basically for the benefit of all and not just one. You know what I mean? Like,
I get you.
God. Basically, you can't sacrifice, you not following directions and getting everyone else sick, so you have to fall in line. If you don't, then there's certain stipulations that are gonna happen. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get that,
What's up?
what's that guy? What's his name? Mark me like you don't own nothing and be happy.
Him, the same guy.
That's the yeah.
Yeah.
And that they telling it to you, man. But you Jakes on La La Land thinking, hey man, you don't have to own that anyway. All you thinking about is the being happy part. All right. You're not thinking about what he means by you're gonna own nothing. You're not even gonna own yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna literally be tracking you everywhere you go. Your payments that you make, all right, your transactions, they're all gonna be forwarded to this devil, man. They're all gonna be placed on one system. That's what this NWO is. It's one giant system, man. All right. But the devices of this NWO consist of Revelation 13 and 16, the Charagma. All right. You can't buy, sell, trade, go into a store unless you have the Charagma inside of you, man. This is what we're up against. This is good versus evil, life versus death, man. That's what we're telling you people, man. But only the elect are going to hearken to it. We know this. But guess what? We're trying to make our call and election sure. Just because some don't believe, this prophecy is still going to come to pass, man. Like the brother going to the centerpiece of prophecy, man. You got it, Ox.
That's right, man. And that's exactly what this devil is. Because what he's doing is that you see, because he established some of these things he needed to last summer. See, basically what you see is this is a big chess game, but he's trying to go up against the ultimate chess player.
Right.
You know, which he's gonna lose, man. You know. You had something you want to say?
All right. It says a statement from the ambassador at the WHO fourth meeting of the intergovernmental negotiating body opens with a condemnation on Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, calling it an unprovoked, unjustified war and the sinews into the Biden's regiment, commented to the planned.
Just keep reading.
Fine. All right. It says it says I'm gonna read it again from it says it sinews into the Biden regiment committed to the pandemic, which is described as a major component of the global health
Global health
architecture for generations to come.
Right. So what they doing is trying to mold society and what they want it to be, man, through its unrighteous decrees, man.
Yep.
You know, through planning and data and you know, it's no, like I say, it's not a coincidence that killed Gates. He owns a lot of farmland here in America, man. You know,
I got that word binding, bro.
go ahead.
It says binding, having legal force, requiring obedience.
Yeah, it's a binding force requiring obedience, man. So therefore, what? All sovereignty has been given to the HWO. So America gonna do what? Lay down and be obedient to whatever's pushed out, man. Because you ain't got no choice. It is what it is. Because if not, don't you got your guy Donald Trump that says what? We're gonna bring back what? The guillotines.
Yeah.
So it's either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down.
Squad.
That's right, man. Because what the scripture, hey, Baba Kushar, brother, it says, if any not worship the image of the beast, is that Revelation 13 and 15?
I got it.
Con, brother.
What's the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right. It's Revelation 13. I'm going to start at 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
That's right. And this devil, he has the technology. The Lord has given him left-handed technology to further his enterprise. Because he's even deceived. All right. And you see, we've healed the blind. We've connected the brain, the cells in the brain We've done all of these things, and so now he can see. Now he can walk through technology. That's why this Yuval guy, he's so proud with swelling words. The God of the Bible, we don't need him. We can make our own rain. You know, that's why he's speaking so haughty.
Yep.
You see,
and that's the spirit of the Most High working in him to say those things, man.
That's right.
Because he's fulfilling prophecy, man. There's scriptures that back that up. What he's saying, man, and we could go to it. But it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Right. So make an image to the beast, and that image is going to what? The NWO, man. All right. And then that beast was what it said that was wounded by the sword and did live. Going back to the old pagan Roman Empire, man. All right, and did live how? Through America, man.
Yep.
So America is pushing forth that same image, man. All right. This is Rome 2.0. All right. And in the image, like I said, going into the NWO. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So that means that who's ever controlling this society, you know, who's ever conducting the image of the beast, he has all sovereignty to do what, man? Kill those who are not worshiping the image of the beast, man. Okay. So and that's what we're seeing and reading in this article, man. And we're filtering it through the scriptures. Okay. You see, we do our homework on this devil, man. That's why he call it that's why he call it disinformation, man. It's just too much. All right. So that was it on that.
I got more on here.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. This back in the article, it says once the health emergency is declared, every signatory to the zero draft, including the U.S., must relinquish its natural sovereignty and hand over all authority and power to the WHO.
One more time, Mark. Bring that up one more time.
God. All right. It says once the health emergency is declared, every signatory to the zero draft, including the U.S., must relinquish its national sovereignty and hand over all authority and power to the WHO,
Right.
which operates as the public health arm of the United States.
That's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
So therefore, you're gonna have to hand over all authority over, man. All right, and don't forget, he keep hollering about the fourth industrial cotton swab.
Yeah.
He keep hollering about the fourth industrial revolution, and it's gonna be a global reset, not just here in America, man. Okay, because what this devil does, he tests out all the things that he wants to do in America overseas, man. Okay, so that's why we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We know who you are. We know what you're doing. When we see articles like this, we own that. We know what this is about. You know.
Yep.
That's
that word authority.
Go ahead, brother.
It says authority, and they got many definitions of authority. I'll just get the general one. It says the right of permission to act legally on another's behalf. So that's what America is giving to the WHO. They're saying, okay, the next crisis that comes in, because there will be another crisis, and it's going to blow the Crown Vic out of the water, man. All right? So they're saying the next pandemic, the next crisis, we can't deal with it. We'll give authority to you. You come in and you handle it. And they're going to handle it by what? FEMA camps, martial law, stormtroopers, the guillotine, firing squads. Because you're giving all your power over the WHO, and who controls them, man? The elite bankers, the international banking families, man, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, all right, the Bilderbergs. And what's their agenda, man? NWO, to see-hip you people, man. You people are as goyim to them, man. You're expendable. You got that, brother.
They're useless
eaters.
Useless eaters, man.
And you are useless eaters, because look what you're doing, man. You want to get changes to your body, all right? Males want to be females and vice versa, man. This society, it needs a cleansing, but not that type of cleansing, not a technological cleanse, all right? It needs a nuclear cleanse, man, which is coming, All right, and these devils are proud making statements like that. Well, we don't need the God of the Bible. Well,
Yep.
guess what? The God of the Bible hears those words, man,
Mhm.
and He's going to deliver right on time, man, for us, for the nation of Israel, man. The people that you counted out for so long. All right, those people of different shades of brown. All right, those people that look like other nations but had the spirit of Israelites in them, man.
That's right, brother.
That's the mysteries of the Most High, man. So you're dealing with a power that can, like the scriptures say, an angel could take out, one angel could take out this place, man. So the Most High is coming back to just flex a little bit, man, with the hosts of heavens, the heavens armies, man, and deliver His people out of this place, man. And round those, like like when they had them, what they have, those rodeos, and you see somebody with a big rope and they,
Oh yeah.
rounding it, just to catch you. That's how we're gonna do you elites, man. From the cluster of these rocks, man. Because you're gonna cash out on America, all right, and wipe your hands with it and think that you're gonna go into these underground bunkers, these different places over there in the Middle East, okay? And you think you're gonna escape judgment, man. But these same faces, all right, from the apostles on down to the least of us, we're gonna seek you out, Esau. Schlaw, coleslaw, whatever it is, man. We're gonna seek you out, man. And we can't wait to see the look on you devils' faces, man. Because we know you love to get red, all right? You love that blood loves to show through your skin, man. All right. So when you're in fear, look at us right now, Aki. Look at all the hell they're putting on us, and look, we still have integrity. We still following after the ways of the Most High, man. You devils, when that slavery gets put on you, man, you nothing but a bunch of weaklings, man.
Oh, God.
You got it, bro.
They can't even take the most littlest criticism, man. Like, just I was watching a video with what those people who those three Edomites that were still out the store.
Yeah.
Khan, they were like, yeah, Khan. They were basically, like, they couldn't take the thought of somebody questioning them.
Even though they were stealing, dead wrong. You got the whole CVS pharmacy in your bag. But when a store worker came and was like, hey, what are you doing? Stop stealing. Oh, just wait. You stole everything in the store. Get out of here, man. That's the level of pride these devils have, man. They call it what? WP. I ain't gonna say it, but that privilege that they have in the society, man, they taking that through the roof, man. Especially these elites, man. They feel overprivileged. That's why they want to actually put these pieces of technology inside of you, man. Put His seed inside of you. If that ain't proud, what is, man? You got it, bro.
And when they were stealing, she was still. Whenever she told her that I like you, if you is either you put the bag down, I'm gonna call the cops. She still was trying to leave with the bag.
Yeah.
So she was guilty. She committed the crime, but she was holding herself not guilty.
Exactly.
And that's exactly how these devils are, man.
Delusional.
They holding themselves not guilty, man, for the things that they have done in the planet Earth, man. Okay. So, and going back to what the brother said, yeah, that's what the scripture mean in Jeremiah 16:16. We're gonna hunt you out of the clefts of the rocks, man. Though you dig into hell, man, we're gonna pull you out of there.
I got
You know?
it. I got it if you want it.
You can bring it out, brother.
It's Jeremiah chapter. Hold on. 16. Jeremiah 16:16. It says, I'm gonna start at 15. It says, but the Lord liveth, or Salaki 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, because the Lord did that. He did a mighty work bringing the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. He did, through Moses, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
All right, from out of Babylon, man. Okay, it's gonna be a marvelous work that the Lord is gonna do, man, here in Babylon the Great. All right, it's gonna make what He did back in Egypt. It's gonna make it look like small potatoes. That's how massive what the Lord is gonna do here in America. All right, because our enemy is massive.
Yeah.
He's gonna because the scripture says while He's eating, He's gonna be at the peak of his reign, man.
Yes.
He's going to get real fat, man.
And the sufficiency of straits.
Yeah.
When you eating and your belly full, you comfortable as a mother. You like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good, I'm full. You damn near ready to go. What you say?
I'm about to go lay down. I got itis.
That's how he is, man. I'm gonna keep reading now. It says, all right, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Right. So that means we're gonna be pulling you sleazy looking devils out of these rocks, man. Are you gonna think you're gonna be you done dug deep enough down in here? All right. You done dug there, you done dig and got comfortable. You got all these, these generators, your filtration systems all ran, state of the art. You're gonna have all of these things in play, man. All right, but we're gonna know exactly where you at, man. And we're gonna pull your ass out of there, man. We're gonna put you, your wife, your children, all in slavery, man. Okay?
Yep.
That's what's coming. That's us prophesying to you in the kingdom about the kingdom to come. Okay? But you can read that Psalm 64 and 2, brother.
I got one too.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Revelations chapter 6 and 15. It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men and rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens, in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come.
And then, like I say, those mountains are what? Those so-called skyscrapers, buildings. All right. To tell you, the brother Thomas quoted Amos 9 and 2, man. Though you dig in the hell, hence will I bring you down. And there's a certain thing called DUMS, right? DUMS, Deep Underground Military something. It's called DUMS. It's like an acronym. Let's see if I can put it up. Yeah, Deep Underground Military Bases, basically. And that's what they have, man. But guess what Esau Edom is doing under there? Sodomite, LGBTQ activity, all right? Moism. That's all they're practicing, man. Okay, so when we pull them out of there, they're gonna be doing nothing but wickedness, man. They're not gonna be praising the Most High, man. But they have the power on the earth to do those things today, man. And if you go on YouTube and go into that DUMS, it'll show the luxuriousness of those underground bunkers that they have, man. Mm-hmm. Swimming pools stocked up, all right, big screen TVs, pool tables, all type of stuff, man. Mm-hmm. So these devils plan to cash out on this place and live luxurious, man. Mm-hmm. You got it, brother.
They think they're gonna go underground and they're gonna wait out all the destruction that's happening. They're just gonna bypass, and in about 20 years we're gonna come from under here and we're gonna restart society. Nah, negative.
God, that's where those Georgia Guidestones fall in. So when the asphalt and the residue from the nukes drop, they believe that they're gonna come back and ultimately rule and have population under that 500 million.
Yep. And that's why the scripture says your pride had deceived you.
Yes.
Go ahead on that.
All right. This is
Psalm. You was done, brother?
I still got more on the article.
This is Psalm 64 and 2. It says, I'm going to start at 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right, the secret counsel of the wicked, man. And they have these secret counsel. It's nuts. This devil been exposed. The Lord has made this devil so bare to where even their secret counsel is not even a secret anymore. Mm-hmm. You see? So now because back then the Illuminati was a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's not so secret. All right. Now they got to come out and proclaim these things. But in these councils, man, they say exactly what they're gonna do. So we asking the Lord to hide us from the secret council for what they're trying to do. All right. We asking to the Lord to deliver us with his right arm, man. Because they plotting to kill us. Go ahead.
All right, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right. They do all these things. Everything that they do, man. Everything that they do from the time when they wake up to the time they go to bed. It's all about how can we, overcome these niggas that keep the commandments of the Lord. That's what they trying to do, man. You know? You see? That's what's in the multitude in their counsels, man. You see, but then they become weary. Why? Because what? We telling them what they're gonna do before they do it.
I got you.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Obadiah 1:8. Shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mounts of Esau?
How's the Lord destroying the wise men out of Edom right now? Because we're telling you what you're going to do before you do it, man. We have the mind. We can read about your mind in Wisdom of Solomon too. We know exactly how you are, how you think, how you feel. You know what you
tell on himself. Huh?
Yeah, we read about your God complex in 2 Thessalonians, and we're gonna get that one. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
That's right, and it's gonna be a great slaughter, because the scripture says, what? Who is that coming from Baja and dyed garments, man?
Isaiah 63.
You see, the Lord has a controversy with Edom, man, for the violence he done towards his brother Jacob, man. You see, and this right here, what we seeing on these articles, we know that hey, you're guilty of slaying your brother, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
It says that they may Psalm 64:4, that they may shoot in secret. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Right. So therefore they shoot in secret at the perfect. Right. You know. Ultimately, their war is against the whole nation of Israel, but they're focused on those that's prophesying about this devil. They're focused on the men that is bringing out articles like such, exposing them, letting them know their true nationality. This is who he is. He's not white. He's not nobody's so-called white, man. No, nobody's white, man. This devil is red. And your biblical nationality is that you're an Edomite. Probably. Go ahead, brother.
It says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right. Because what? They think that the Lord doesn't see them. That's why they keep going with their plan, man. Just somebody doing wicked. If somebody doing wicked, they're gonna continue doing wickedness because they feel like they're not gonna be stopped, man. They're gonna complete what they set out to do. That's why the Lord said the deceived and the deceiver are his. Right? Go ahead.
I got a quick one. This Psalms 10:6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places that he murdered the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. You see? And that's ultimately his plan. These secret councils, these meetings. What are they doing? What are they discussing? What's the real agenda that's going on? All right? Not the agenda that they so-called released to the public eye. They set their eyes on the side of the poor, which are the Israelites, man. Oh yeah, we're tired of these niggas. We're tired of these speaks. We're tired of these wetbacks. We're tired of these Latinos, man. They're multiplying. Just like in ancient Egypt. The more they try to cut us off, the more we multiply, man. Mm-hmm. Look at the numbers. Look at the stats, man. Look at these school systems. They're filled with Israelites. Look at these guys across the four corners, man. These are Israelites. And they know that, man. All right? Because you have Israelites over there in Pakistan, over there in Ukraine, and Turkey, and they're going to be delivered, man. Just like in Sodom. What happened when Sodom got burned? The neighboring cities was on fire too, man. So when America gets burnt down, the neighboring cities across the four corners, they're going to be getting hit with nuclear missiles. They're going to be engulfed in flames. The holy city, Jerusalem, it tells you in Ezekiel 38, the land that is brought back from the sword is going to be nuked, man. And guess what? We got some good janitorial work for that land, man. Some good custodial work, man. Mm-hmm. Set for you heathens and you devils, man. You got it, brother.
That's right.
I got a quick one up. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. because sentence against an evil work is not expedient, Ashilaki, executed expediently. Therefore, the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set at them to do evil.
Yep.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall be prolonged his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh. So, even though it seemed like Esau's, plans are being fulfilled, because 2/3 they'd be like, well, what is it that we can really do? You know, what can we do? This guy's he's filling out his plans. Like they don't believe. Basically, they don't believe in the scriptures. They're not counting on Yahweh Shemel Shah to execute judgment on them, because they continue to see wicked prosper. So they want to prosper in wickedness as well. They don't want to be patient and wait. But that's going to be their downfall, because they're going to be punished with the wicked for doing wickedly. So
That's why the scripture calls ye of your father the devil. The lust thereof you shall do. All right, you're gonna go after his treats. You're gonna go after what he offers you. Jake is gonna take heed to what he pushes out. What's the safest choice for you and your family is to take the charagma, to get shelter. These things are happening, man. Okay. You continue with that, brother.
Psalm 64. This is Psalm 64 and 5 again. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. You see, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Right. And then the brother, you brought that out earlier, huh? Yeah, both the inward thoughts are deep, man. All right. They really take account and really look and do a diligent search and statistics. That's what it goes into, all that data that they collected, man. That's why if you remember, Kill Gates, he said, the second one is going to get your attention.
Yeah.
And it will, because he's a prophet of Baal, man.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, their mischief prophecies have to a certain sense come to pass in order to be foiled by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Right.
So what he's saying is going to happen. There's going to be another pandemic that's going to be way worse than C19, man. And guess what? When that happens, the Most High, he's going to deliver us from that, man. He's going to always keep his men safe, just like he did in this past one, man.
Yep.
He preserved us.
Yep. And that's beautiful that you said that, because like when you read about the plagues that the Lord brought up on the land of Egypt, back in Exodus 8, 9, and 10, he always he always preserved, the children of Israel. Yep. He said, look, this is gonna happen to y'all over here.
This is how you prepare for it.
And this is what this gonna happen to y'all, but they're going to be okay over here in the land of Goshen. Yep. Because that's where we was at. That's where we was at the time, whenever the Lord was bringing the plagues on the Egyptians, man. How much more so now the men that keeping the commandments of the Lord in this day and age, in this day and time, man. The Lord is going to sustain, because the Lord said, what? My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. All right. Why are the servants of the Lord going to eat, man? Because we put the time in with the Lord, man. We did exactly what he commanded us to come out here and feed the sheep and do the work, man.
And that's just spiritually putting that blood on our doorposts, man. So we can get passed over, man. Because they had some vicious plagues that hit ancient Egypt, man. Locusts, frogs, killing of the
flies.
The flies, killing of the firstborn. The hail, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine those plagues. It's nothing new under the sun, so they're coming back, man. We see those things happening in the earth today.
Yep.
But it's just going to get worse and worse, man. And the Lord, he's hardened Pharaoh's heart to pull that plug on this place, man. Do it. Go ahead. Because guess what? When you do that, the Lord is going to work a miracle, like your brother quoted, in our days that we wouldn't even believe it if he told us, man. And we believe this, man. It's just you 2/3 hard-headed bones, numbskulls, man, that don't want to hearken onto this, man. And just for that, you're going to receive that judgment and that reward with the seed of the wicked, man. You're going to get dealt with like Esau Edom on this side, man. burnt up, brought down low, especially you women. But that's another story. All right. And if we have to taste that some of the legs, so be it, man. We know what we're fighting for. We know what we're gonna get in the end, man. We know what we're laboring for, and we know what comes with it, man. And we see all this murder and violence going on. You got niggas joining gangs, niggas getting jumped in. Man, I'll die for Crip, on Hood, 60. Blood this, BD this, GD that, Stone this. They willing to die for a man-made idol. So how much more our power, man? How much more you have about Shimei Awashai, man? That's a slight thing. You got it, man.
That's right, man. Niggas will die for a block where they'll level that block and put an industrial plant there.
Shit. You know? Or die for a block that's named after Edomite and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all right. You know?
Or a false prophet.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King.
Yep.
MLK.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
All right, it says Psalm 64 and 7, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Mm-hmm. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
That's right, man. Because the Lord is going to protect us, man, from the hand for our enemies that are too strong for us. All right? With a strong hand, you know. But the son of perdition is being revealed, man. When we read articles like this, we can take this and filter it through the scriptures to know who it's talking about, man. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, brother.
We get it from I got a quick one for you. It's Jeremiah 31 and 11. It says, I'm going to start at 10. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock.
That's right.
For the Lord had redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he.
That's right, man. The Lord said, he that scattered them shall gather them, man. He that scattered them shall gather them. So the Lord did. So the Lord is going to do what? He's going to protect his elect, man. Okay? This is what the Lord is going to do for his men. Okay? And he's going to put the smackdown on Esau Edom, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come, except there be a falling away first.
And we did fall away, man. We really fell away when we came to America, man. All right? We didn't know who we was. Okay? Not till that breath of life was breathed back in us, man. You know? Starting with our elder Ava Bivens, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, for that they shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
See, the man of sin is being revealed. The son, he was made to be destroyed too, man. The man of sin is being revealed, man. Because who's pushing out all these decrees in the earth, man? Who's pushing out Satanism in the earth, man? All right? When the Jake not in there making these laws, Jake just going after what's put in front of him. You know? The accuser of thy brethren is making these laws. The accuser of our brethren is setting things in the planet earth, man. That's totally contrary to the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
It says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or power.
Right. So did not this character, Yuval Harari, he said that we don't, like I said, we don't need the God, we don't need the God of the Bible. He said that. Right. He said whenever they got in trouble and they had these issues, you know, they had to depend on God. We don't need them. We can make our own water.
Right.
That's great swelling words. That's him setting himself up as to be the Most High.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That word perdition means destruction, man.
Yep.
So if he's the son of perdition, that means he's the staple child for destruction, for hell, for slavery.
Made to be destroyed.
You got it, brother.
But they're supposed to be in God we trust out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the God we trust is really Satan on the left-hand side,
Yep.
you know, for themselves.
Yep.
All right, verse 5, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now you know that withhold that he might be revealed in his time.
And he's being revealed. You know, even Esau's, even Eve is revealing Eve. That's what the Lord, that his tongue shall fall upon himself.
That video of the brother went into with Karen, he's revealing it, man. That's just a small matter, but
Yeah.
on a large scale, it's the same way, man. They're tongue and falling upon themselves. These Edomites getting in shove matches at these political events, man. Mm-hmm. One Edomite grabbing another one's shirt and tie. He grabbing his shirt and tie. They going back and forth, man. You know how feeble they are in the first place. But this is just the things that the Lord is making happen, man. This kingdom is divided, man.
Yeah.
All right, and the house divided. If Satan be against Satan, how can they stand, man?
That's right, brother.
And that's what's going to come to. These Edomites are going to be killing other Edomites, man. It's going to be Democrats versus Republicans, liberals versus conservatives, left wing, right wing. All right, and ultimately it's going to be a total destruction, man.
Hey, look, and if I can add, when the WHO takes over, when the WHO takes over, that means that the whole Constitution go out the window, and that's going to cause what? One people shall stand up to fight against another people. They shall not regard their prince, their kings and princes, man. Okay, go ahead, brother.
And it says, and now you know, withhold out that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity does already work. It says, only he who letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Come on.
And it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
All right, the wicked is being revealed through who? The men of the Lord, man. All right, because we're in this kingdom, ripping this kingdom down inside out, man, through the spirit and power of the Lord, man. All right, and that's what the war is on misinformation and disinformation. This right here.
And like I said, that's the mystery of iniquity too, because the Lord is just letting you go ahead, do your thing, all right, until you be taken out of the way, man. And we're in that same spirit because we're waiting on the Lord, so we're not jumping the gun. We got to wait on these certain things to happen and come to pass, and then we act on them. We believe that the Lord is dealing with certain men, specifically the apostles of Great Millstone, all right? They give us certain orders, certain things to go by, and we act on it in the spirit of the Lord, man. Just like the Lord is dealing with the elites on the left-hand side and controlling them and have them in order. The Lord is giving us certain decrees and warnings through this great book, man. And we're following it until Esau be taken out of the way, man. That man of lawlessness, man. The son of perdition. Because that's the perfect example the brother made earlier about him saying that we don't need the God of the Bible. If that's not the man of lawlessness, then who is, man? Y'all, you got it, bro.
It's going to get right into it. Go ahead.
It says, even him who cometh is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right, he's after the working of Satan. That's why in Revelations 20, it says Satan, the devil, that old serpent, right? He's coming after the workings of Satan, man, on the left-hand side. He's Satan. He's the spiritual demon, Satan, physical counterpart here on the planet Earth to oppose the Most High. Go ahead.
All right, and it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth,
right,
that they might be saved.
Right, so that with all deceivableness, man, he's being the deceiver on the planet Earth. That's why we call him the devil, because the word devil just only means that he's a deceiver, which he is. He's the son of perdition, man. Okay, the man of sin. All right, he's set up on the planet Earth to do the bidding on the left-hand side, man. But it is real quick, brother, Psalm 17 and 13.
Got it right here. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Okay, so he's set up, he was set up to be on the left-hand side to do the left-hand side's bidding, man. He's a sword of the Most High. The Most High is using him however he see fit, man. That's why he's in the trick bag. Okay? Because he was set up to be destroyed. But he think he's going to prosper. All right? You got something you want to bring up? You know,
It's that word, 2 Thessalonians 2:9, that word working. All right, it goes into energeia.
Strong's G 1753.
Energeia. It said working efficiency in the New Testament used only of superhuman power, whether of the Most High or of the devil.
see, and his main tool is witchcraft, man. You know, this devil has really tapped into the left hand side. You know, into to you know, for things. Because check it out, when you read in Exodus, whenever Pharaoh had called his magicians over, he made the rod turn into a serpent too. You know, but Moses' serpent, you know, his rod swallowed up, you know, their serpents, man. All right, signifying that the Lord's arm is always greater, man.
Yeah, they was dealing on that left hand side.
Yeah,
They was making them things just like they dealing on the left hand side right now, man. They're gonna actually have people that are how do you say that word?
Paraplegic.
paraplegic.
And they have palsy, have different brain diseases.
Mhm.
All right, and they're gonna actually be speaking, walking, and talking again, man. All right, it's gonna seem like, man, is this the power of the Most High? Is the Most High dealing with Esau, Edom? All right, but we know better, man.
Mhm.
All right, because just as it was then in ancient Egypt, so as it is now, man. All right, because this is spiritual Egypt here in America.
Like, Revelation 18-23. That's a good point that you had made, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, 23.
Yeah.
18 and 23, it says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee,
Mm-hmm.
and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived."
You see, for by thy sorceries shall all nations be deceived, man. Because he's gonna do miracles, right? His sorceries, he has mastered that, right? He had all his time to perfect, you know, his sorceries, you know, because it was for a long time when Jake didn't know who he was, man. That was part of his sorceries, you know, being a devil on the left hand side, the wicked nigga that he is. You see, but the Lord is exposing this devil, man, right? And so we're seeing, man, keeping our head on the swivel, you know, being true watchmen. Whenever we see articles like that, you know, we're ringing the alarm, man. All right, telling you, Jakester, man, you need to wake up, man. All right, giving warning. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 47 and 11, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Come on.
And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
That's right, man.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee."
And the reason why this devil he's weary in the multitude of his counsels, because first of all, we expose this devil. We're telling him what he's going to do, and the fact that we're confident. The confidence that we have in the Lord is what shakes this devil up in his boots, man. You know, because therefore it's like, well, damn, you know, like how, like they don't have anything. You know, we have all of this. How are they still so confident, man? You know, I believe that's written in a place where it says, "What is this confidence?" You know, I believe that's in Kings. I believe one of the Syrian generals, you know, came and it was like, "What is this confidence that you have, man?" You know, and that's the same confidence that we have because we have confidence in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because it's not.
Rapture came talking to Hezekiah, maybe.
Yeah, I believe probably. You know, but I know that he was shooken up by the confidence that the man of the Lord had, man. You know, yeah, I think about it like Jake. You know, when you was younger, Jake, you know, getting ready to scrap, and they got, you know, this dude just looking ever so confident. He's like, you know, like watch Dragon Ball Z. You know, watch Dragon Ball Z, and the other dude was like just too confident, and they like, why is he so confident? You know,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
power's at 9,000. You know, yeah, that's right, brother. You see? Go ahead, brother. I mean, you had something? Oh, yeah.
We can start.
I got one. All right, this is Ephesians 6 and 14. It says, therefore, it says, stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Meaning like being grounded, rooted, ready to give an answer, being confident in what you was taught. And it says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherein you shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Now, I want to go into that definition real quick of fiery darts, because it goes in back into what the brothers were speaking about. Basically, the witchcraft of Esau, man. You know. Shalak, you bear with me. My phone a little bit slow.
Yeah, man. Hey, this devil, bro. You got it, bro?
Yeah, I got that.
Good.
All right. All right, this is the definition of darts. No, it's not it. You got it. I'll find it.
You know, and just going in with the brother saying, you know, we have to be rooted in this thing, man. You know, because I was talking with a brother last night. You know, just think about Apostle Paul when he was in the prison and it was an earthquake that shook up the whole place to break his chains. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in that. He was in that calamity. You know, that's gonna have your mind. That's gonna blow your mind, man. He was in there, a earthquake that shook up the whole place. You know, to where he was able to escape, man. Right? So we're gonna be in the midst of these calamities. That's why the scripture says you shall laugh at calamity and at famine, right? Because we're gonna be in the midst of these things. You know, so that's why you want to be, like the brother said, you want to be rooted in ground, man. You know, above all, taking the shield of faith. You see, because faith is what's gonna get us through this thing, man. Faith is what's gonna comfort us, man. You know, having the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord, you know, keeping the stability and standing on faith that the Lord said, "What I shall be with you, whatever thou goest," man. You know, what that is Joshua 1:9. The Lord is gonna be with us, man. The Lord is gonna preserve, you know, his elect, man. You're gonna have men that's gonna be martyred, but He's going to preserve those that are meant to be preserved. You see, and we looking forward, man. We looking forward to being delivered out of this place, man, because we don't want to be castaways, man. We're not doing this work for no reason. We're not just coming out here telling the so-called white man he's the devil, man. You know, it's a lot of other things that come with this thing, man. It is. You know?
You can take his
That's all I have, brother.
You can take his own.
So with that, man, Lord willing, this is edifying to the hope of the elect. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to you. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who really teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakin and pushing the truth at the four corners of the earth. God, truth, sincerity, and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Baba.
Baba Baba.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.